Hello guys, how are you doing? I'm back for another reading. And this is a general collective reading. So if you don't know how general collective readings work, they are geared towards the collective. That means there are going to be a lot of messages. Some messages might resonate with you. Some messages will not. Please do not take messages that don't resonate with you. Just because you're listening to it doesn't mean it's about your life. So if I tell you that an alien is coming down to talk to you about the business deal you guys discussed last week, and you know you didn't speak to an alien, that message is not for you. You just wait for the next message and see what does resonate. If nothing resonates, hopefully some of the peer advice that I give can help you through some situation that you're going through, and you can get something out of the reading. But regardless, hopefully it's entertaining to you and you watch from start to finish. You like, subscribe, become part of the channel, and positive feedbacks in the comments. So let's get going with the reading. Actually, this is a little bit concerning. So the messages that I'm getting from this is a lot of anxiety about whether somebody is lying. Okay, so somebody here has a lot of anxiety around some untruths that they think might be going on around them. And I think somebody is bracing themselves from some like negative news, right? So it might not necessarily be, it might be just straight lies, but it also might just be like withholding the truth, right? So I'm going to get some clarification on the Seven of Swords, because you have someone here who's in the reverse, and this might be a mother. Maybe you're worried about telling your mother something, or your mother's worried about you telling or revealing something to her. This could be regarding sexuality. Maybe a parent out there knows for a long time that their child wasn't, on the straight and narrow, and they're just bracing themselves for when their child comes to them and tells them, hey, in fact, I am gay, or, so it's like somebody bracing themselves for the other shoe to drop or the truth to come out. So I don't necessarily know that there is untruth here. It just seems as though somebody is expecting some untruth, some negative news, or this is someone also who could be expecting, after revealing some sort of truth, expecting a negative response from that person. All right. But there's a lot of anxiety here. Nothing is saying that is actually the fears that this person has, that somebody is lying or cheating. Or this could be also a wife. This could be a wife. So there's two ways I'm getting this. Let's slow this down for a second, because I was about to just run with that get some I am going to get some clarification on it, but there's a wife here who might be worried that their spouse is cheating on them with someone that they know. Because if it was someone that this person did not know, you would not get two feminine energies here. So you have the Queen of Cups and the Empress. And normally I don't read these cards gender wise, but I am going to, for this particular reading or message, I think this is very gendered. There is a very, very beautiful woman. Very beautiful wife. This is one of those situations, people on social media always go on and on about how men cheat on their gorgeous wives. Like, how do you cheat on Halle Berry? How do you cheat on Shakira? How do you cheat on Beyonce? That type of thing. But they get cheated on constantly. This is that situation. You have a very beautiful wife, almost like a trophy wife, gorgeous. And she is feeling very insecure about herself, because she is suspecting that her husband is cheating on her with this woman that's coming up as this Queen of Cups energy. Yeah, she's expecting to get this. This is comfort. She already has confirmation in her mind. It is a fear, but I feel like because the Empress is coming up in the reverse, it is almost like a confirmation for her, and it is causing her to be very distorted, very upset, very worried, very insecure, very paranoid, very anxiety ridden. It's like on her mind constantly, all the time, just thinking about it. Can't do anything else. Just absolutely. Somebody's brain needs a rest. Somebody needs to calm their mind. And I know that is like very basic, Obviously, if you're anxiety ridden, if you're staying up, if you can't think, the thing that you need to do is calm your mind. But Spirit is telling you to calm your mind. You're stressed. It's like your body, if somebody here's body is feeling the weight of the stress that their mind is putting them under in a big way. And somebody's body is going to give out in a very short amount of time because they can't seem to get out of the constant state of worry about this situation. And it is constant. It is just ongoing. So is this person lying, or she has a marriage here for sure? It's a family. Somebody is really afraid that someone else wants to start something new. So you have a wife here who's really afraid, or you can flip it. You know, you can say that it's a husband that's worried that his wife is really concerned with starting something new. Like they're over the marriage. They're over being in this relationship. Yeah. You got the 7 of Wands, the Death card, the Emperor. So I don't know which way exactly this is going. You just have to take it as it resonates with you. If this reading does resonate, because you definitely have an Emperor and an Empress, and you have, excuse me. Someone's coming up as the Queen of Cups. I had to pause the video. Oh, now I got the hiccups. I had to pause the video because my throat just tried to betray me. I was like, ooh, Spirit trying to tell me to shut the hell up. I'm not one of those readers who think that every time an interruption happens where they're doing a reading, that is like Spirit trying to, or some negative force trying to stop them from doing a reading. But I had to pause the video because I was like choking on my own spit. And now I got the hiccups. Hold on. Ooh, let me get a drink. Hold on. Stop. I'm sorry. Whoa, hold on. So, geez. Okay. I don't think Tara is going to tell me anything else about this situation, because I think for whatever reason, somebody's, what's the 7 of, oh my gosh, what's the 7 of Wands? Because I can't tell if this is paranoia. It's definitely issues. Like, yeah, somebody needs clarity big time. Big time. Okay, so this is the thing. I don't think that the issues, like the issue of whether a spouse is cheating, or if they're planning on leaving their spouse, or if they, I don't think any of that is the root cause of the problem that's in this relationship. Obviously, I think that the outcome is the paranoia or the cheating or the thinking about leaving. I think that's the outcome. So whatever underlying issues that have plagued this relationship, I'm not really getting a good sense of what those are, but I don't think it matters right now. I think what matters is somebody stressing themselves out and burdening themselves on whether this marriage is coming to an end, and whether this marriage is coming to an end because of a third party. Now, what I got from these cards, is telling me that someone is thinking about it. They're at a crossroads about it. They have contemplated it. Okay. Now, is it because of a third party? I don't really think it matters. I don't. Will it hurt more if it's because of a third party? Obviously. But is it because of a third party? I don't really think that matters, because like I said, the underlying issues of this marriage relationship for both spouses is not third party. The third party is the symptom of the underlying issues. But you do have somebody here worried that their spouse is going to leave them for either a king. Someone's coming up as a king. And this might not be like their sign. So if you're like paranoid about a specific person, I don't want to like send you out there like a guard dog attacking someone because you like, it's you. This might just be someone that comes up very emotionally intelligent, because you have the Empress that's coming up in the reverse, which would be the spouse. You do have the Emperor and the Queen of Cups. That can be King Cups, a male, masculine, or feminine energy, but it's somebody that's very in tune with their emotions. So you have a party here. So this is basically how it goes, the timeline. You have these issues in this relationship, that the underlying issues, every marriage has issues. It's not, a shame to have issues in a relationship. Relationships are difficult. You've been together, you're going to have issues. The problem is the foundation of this relationship hasn't been worked on or fixed. And so when you don't work on or fix on a foundation, what happens? It continues to crack. So you got to the point now where there might be another person that's in this relationship. And again, like I said, that is a symptom of the foundational cracks of this relationship. Not saying it's an excuse for anybody to step out on their relationship, but it is a symptom. And then you have this person who's really contemplating leaving their family situation for this new person, or just in general because of what this new person has shown them emotionally. So when the Empress card comes up in the reverse, it is indicative of a very superficial person, right? So somebody right now, and be quite honest with you, they're looking at their spouse not in the most positive, which shouldn't be a super huge surprise, seeing as how there are cracks in the relationship if somebody's thinking about leaving that relationship. But they're looking at their spouse like they're very superficial. And the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups and the upright are everything. If what am I trying to say? Anything, they're, oh God, I can't get it out the way I want to get it. They're nothing if not sincere. So there's something here that this person, I'm not saying that this person is deeply in love with a third party, but what they're seeing in that third party is something that they're not seeing in their spouse, which is an emotional vulnerability and honesty and sincerity that they don't think their spouse right now has. They think their spouse is very superficial and surface and cold and only concerned with the world that they live as opposed to that person. Like, yes, we have a life that we've built, but do you care about me? If I lost it tomorrow, would you care about me, or would you care about the loss? And so there's something here that this person is viewing a third party in a more favorable light than they're viewing their spouse. So this person is thinking about it. And I would actually go as far as to say that they are heavily thinking about it, because I had the Crossroads card come out, and the Crossroads is more than just thinking about it, right? The Crossroad is like, I need to make a decision, and I'm at a crossroads about what decision I need to make. So this person is at a standstill about what decision they need to make. So anything else you can tell me about this situation before I move on, because I am going to move on from this. Somebody is very worried, burdened. Yeah, just telling me the same thing about their spouse. They're worried about their spouse. They're worried about their spouse having you know what this is though? I'm not getting that somebody's leaving their spouse. I'm getting that there is just foundational cracks in the relationship, but they really do love the person that they're with. So this could be one or two ways. Now, I'm not getting a clear answer here. And I'm going to pull some of these cards too, because I want to know the outcome of the situation. I want to know if somebody's going to leave their spouse. But what I was going to say with these cards, I'm getting that this is either the spouse that thinks they're going to be left, trying to communicate with their partner that, hey, I do love you, like trying to be the heart, like this Queen of Cups, the heart here. There's something about the heart. You know what? This is what I'm going to tell you, because I'm not getting a clear answer here if somebody's going to stay with their spouse or leave them in general, but there happens to be a third party there. They're going to go with the heart, whatever the heart is. And that is the best I can do for you. I'm going to put some more cards here to see if this tells me, but I got a funny feeling that it's not going to tell me, because like Spirit doesn't want that to be known, because this person is going to make a decision based on their heart, and not their heart, but the heart of another person. This is somebody here, I'm telling you, that's judging. It's like the idea of in Egyptian mythology, where when you go to heaven, your heart gets weighed on a scale with a feather, and if your heart is as light as a feather, you get to go to heaven. This is what this person is doing. I told you something here about the way that they're viewing their spouse and the way that they're viewing this third party, and something about this third party has enlightened them to some aspect of sincerity and emotional vulnerability that they feel that their spouse is lacking. Okay, so I'm not getting an answer here about, and I'm pulling a lot of cards. This might be a friend that this person has. It might not have been a sexual or intimate affair, but there's something about this person that has shed light on what they're looking for, truly looking for in a relationship. Because I really getting that this is more of a friend than like a affair. Yeah, it's something here about money in a relationship. So you have a 10 of Pentacles situation as opposed to a 10 of Cups situation. And the way that I view those when they are in spreads, it has more to do with, this is my foundation. This is where I built, because at the end of the day, it's about building a life with someone. You can love someone all day, but if you don't see them as someone you want to build with, a life, a legacy, kids, a house, but sign your name along with that person to assets, then it doesn't really matter, right? That's the difference between having feelings and having a signed piece of paper saying you're with that person. And so this person has a signed piece of paper saying they're with someone, that they share assets together. But it's like missing the heart. It's missing the heart. And this person that they're viewing as a friend has the heart. That's the 10 of Cups. And so they didn't build a life with that person. They don't have a life with that person. But the only thing that's keeping them with the person that they're with right now, in their mind. Now, this might change. Relationships can grow and change and get fixed, but you have to want to put the work in. And this person is contemplating if they want to put the work in of getting this 10 of Pentacles, this foundation, to a point where it's their heart. Their heart is not in it. Their money is in it. Their life is in it. Their legacy is in it. Their children are in it, but their heart isn't in it. And I think this person is really contemplating going ahead and getting. So this is what I'm seeing. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news here. Yeah, I told you love. Is something here? You a love card. This person is lacking love. So service and death here. I think one potential outcome, and probably the most potential outcome of this situation, is that somebody's going to get served papers. Somebody's going to get served papers, divorce papers. I think. And if you are wondering if, oh man. So if you are the spouse in this situation, this person is going, this is so weird to me because I feel like situation is very much going to end up being, it's very much going to be like, it reminds me of like a Bold and a Beautiful. If anybody watched soap operas back in the day, or I don't even know if Bold and the Beautiful is still on. I really don't know if Bold and the Beautiful is still on. I don't think this is going to be the fairy tale ending. I think most people would assume that when a relationship ends, or you start a relationship with somebody before if they're not single, right? Regardless of what type of issues or dramas they have in their current relationship, when someone starts a relationship with someone who's not single, it's almost as if that relationship is doomed. Like you've already doomed the fate of that new relationship. And because this person is confused and they haven't, like you're never, once you, especially a marriage, and you have a history with somebody, right? You cannot possibly believe at all that you're ready to move on, just slide from one relationship into another one. You haven't healed anything. You haven't worked on anything. It's stuff that needs to be, you're literally trying to carry on an emotional connection with someone else while you're literally going through an emotional upheaval with the person that you're with. It's insanity to think that as humans, we have the capacity to do that. You don't. And so you're already starting off the relationship on a toxic scale. Like it's and so basically I'm saying all this to say that, yeah, I think they're gonna leave their spouse it's not for the third party, but because of what the third party has shown them. And they're thinking that the third party is the thing that they want. And then after they heal, right? It's like the idea of a rebound. After they heal, they come to like some realization that they're not quite done with their spouse, and they're literally seeing the third party. I think after the divorce goes through, or the separation, or however it goes, moving out and doing all that stuff, because they go through those steps to show the third party that they're serious about them. But then they reunite with their spouse, like they go back to their spouse. And now you have some like weird entanglement between these ex-wife who You became the girlfriend while they were still married. The ex-wife who's not going to let go. The husband who still had residual feelings for the relationship they had in the past. And the girlfriend who's waiting on their person to completely move on from the past. And so you just have a weird sort of dynamic there that eventually is, it reminds me of like Bold and the Beautiful is really what it reminds me of. Where you had, what was it, Rick and, what's the name of? It was like this ongoing saga for like 20 plus years. If you correct me if I'm wrong, it could have been longer than that. But it was from the time I was a kid. When I was a kid, I was like before 10 years old watching soap operas into my like early 20s. And this saga between Taylor, was it Bridget, and Rick was still going on. You know, where he was married to Taylor. He just would flip-flop between Taylor and Bridget. Is it Bridget? Brooke. It's Brooke. Rick would flip-flop between Brooke and he had kids with both of them. He would divorce one and get back with the other, and then cheat on that one with the other. And they stayed with that man. It was a sister-wife situation for 20 plus years. I think he finally, when I stopped watching it back in my 20s, he finally settled on Brooke because Taylor finally kicked his ass to the curb and she was not putting up with it no more. Like after 20 plus years of being juggled between this man and Brooke. Craziness. So that's pretty, I told you I'm not the type of person that feels like every disruption, but somebody genuinely, I don't know who, like not a lot of people watch my videos, so I don't know why. I really do feel like that message was not supposed to. It's like, ooh, somebody's spirit guides are pissed at me, because I feel like it's very karmic in nature and it's a lesson that people need to learn. And some learning lessons, you can't be told the outcome. You just have to go through it, you know, or it changes your course or destiny. And so, but what I just knocked, basically, I just knocked for whatever reason. I'm sitting there shuffling the cards, and I usually hit the cameras. That's nothing new. But I literally just knocked the whole camera down because I got the message. I was like, the message is out. And I guess somebody's spirit guide was pissed as hell that I didn't get the hint. Move on. Okay, well, that's life. What can you do? Next message, guys. Next message. This is going to be a shorter video today, so it's not going to be super long because weirdness. Weirdness. Anyways, what's going on, my collective? What's going on with the collective? Oh no, not poverty. What's going on with the collective? Oh no, what's going on with the collective? Okay, now this is a weird. What are you trying to tell me? This has to do with work and career. And I think you're leaving a job because, if this resonates with you, you're leaving a job because that job doesn't pay enough. Yeah, and you're at a crossroads about leaving it. But this is the thing, like, if I don't know what the crossroads would be about specifically, because if you found a new job, then what would be the conflict in leaving the old job that doesn't pay a lot? Especially if you found a job that paid more. If that's like the determining factor of you leaving that job, if you found a job that pays more, what's the conflict? There's definitely a conflict here, but I don't know what the conflict is. What's going on, my collective? What's going on, my collective? Yeah, there's a choice here between a job in the past and a job that pays more, but I really don't see what the conflict is. I think so. If you are at a crossroads about leaving a job that you're at where you don't feel like you make enough money and then you get an offer, this is if you get another offer. If you do not have an offer, I don't know why any adult would be contemplating leaving a job if you have nothing else. So I'm assuming that you have something else, but you know, it's always that apprehension of starting something new. But I'm here to confirm for you that you can leave the past job for the new thing. It's not an issue. It's not a problem. Only thing I can say here that I see in the cards that would kind of create hesitation of why somebody wants to stay at the old job that doesn't pay a lot is if they have like a romantic relationship with somebody at that old job. And for some reason, they feel like they have to keep an eye on that person. And my whole thing is you have to do what's best for you. Do not stay at some piss paying poor job because of somebody that you're dealing with. Because if you have to keep an eye on that person, you are letting someone that you can't trust ruin your bag. And your bag should be, as an adult, your number one priority, not some loser who you can't trust, who you feel like if you're not there to watch over them constantly, that they're going to cheat on you. If they're going to cheat on, they're going to cheat on you regardless. Yeah. Something here about a lover at a workplace or something like that. But if you get an opportunity to leave for a better paying job, if that is like the sticking point for you and that's like the most important thing, then go ahead and leave, because you're going to be better off at that new job. And you just got to, whatever the reason that you're thinking about staying at that low paying job, you're going to come out way better with the new job. And somebody thinks that is going to change their relationship if they don't work with the person that they're with or take a new job or something like that. Take the new job. I'm here to tell you, take the new job. Okay, I want to get some other cards. Hold on. All right, I'm going to give you one or two of these cards and then one or two of the other cards. And then I'm going to close out the reading, because those are the messages that I have for you guys. I don't have anything else. What my collective? What is going on with my collective? What is the message for the collective? The collective. Oh, if you were wondering, this is specifically for a male who is watching this reading. You are specifically for a male who's watching this reading, who is concerned or worried if they're ever going to have children. You are going to have children. So this is specifically for somebody who wants children, concerned if they're going to have children, masculine energies. And this is very specific because I don't want to stereotype anyone, but I don't know how many men, they get to a certain age, and some men, really do want a family, but there's something here that's making you worry if it's ever going to happen. And if you're a masculine energy here who genuinely wants that in life and it hasn't happened or hasn't been in the cards for you yet, just know that it is part of your destiny. You will have a connection with a person who brings you that bundle of joy that makes you a father. So that's a very specific message from my masculine energies who are looking to become fathers, because it would be a and I'm not getting energy of like it's like a depressing thing. It might be, I don't know, you have to take it as it resonates for you, but I'm thinking it's more like people who are masculine energies who are actually wanting to be fathers and it just hasn't happened yet for some reason. And then we're going to do this. Pick a couple cards here. Pick a couple of cards here for you. And you're getting over challenges when it comes to your money. So if you're having issues with money at the moment, just know you're getting over those issues. Those issues are a part of your past, and what's coming into your future is you have a lot of prosperity, you have a lot of abundance, and it is going to lead you to the life that you envision for yourself. So that is these are very lucky cards that are coming out. Oh, and abundance. I literally just pulled that with work and a marriage. So yeah, it's like the life that you envision for yourself is coming into fruition. You're going to get the job that brings in the income that you always wanted to retire from. You're getting the abundance, you're getting the marriage, you're getting the family, you're getting the white picket fence. You're getting the, what used to be the American dream. You're getting that in your life. So we ended on that. That's a very good note for this reading. I really hope that helps. I hope that resonates. I hope you like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.